Well, I'll assume everybody's looking at my screen. And I will begin. ROYS, baby. ROYS. Live free in the NC, of course. This is a picture we got, I think, 1 or 2 months ago. Thought it was a pretty cool pic, so I just put it here. Lots of urban forest camo. That's what we like. That's what we like. Thank you for the follow, Parley.
Parlex just became a lonely millennial. Type. Reps if you want the streamer to show off his
This
big
was
sexy
the
muscles. Not
Sunday
gay.
train we did on Hossin, and you can see in the top left corner of the screen, and you can see on the bottom left map as well, that's the Chinese Red Wings pouring in to this little area. And then they lined up in front of us, and we had, it must have been maybe 50 to 100 Sunderers driving towards Nason's Defiance. It was pretty cool. That was took by Kirax on the 2nd of May. Who are we? We are the ROYS. Came up with an anagram. Respectable, omnivorous, Yankee-loving soldiers. That's the best I could come up with. Thank you for the follow, Ramos.
Remorse just became
our main
a lonely
focus
millennial.
is having
Type.
fun,
Reps if
good
you want the
vibes,
streamer to show
and
off
working
his
together.
big sexy muscles. Not gay.
Who we don't like the 91 AP, we don't like hackers, and we don't like the Vanu. We are allied with Fax, who all speak French. They were from Cobalt, as were we. We were also on Cobalt. Outfits we like are 91 AR, Reborn, RE4. They're all from Cobalt, all like European good guys, really nice people that we often share platoons with. We also like the Chinese Red Wings. We've been trying to form some kind of connection with them, and on our last Bastion, they came in clutch. And when we, not our last one actually, the last one was a bit of a disaster. The one before, when we called in command chat for support, they literally brought 50 ESFs. They were really good. A single piece of Roy lore. Roy's first touch, that's supposed to say touch. Roy's first touch of a lady was actually the anus of a transgender woman. Does anyone have anything to say about that? No? All right then.
I think the silence speaks for itself.
Yeah, that's what I try to capture with each of these Roy lore drops every 3 months. Member statistics. This is pretty cool. So we're on. This was the data as of 2 days ago. 1,001 members, up 17% from the last board meeting. Number of regular ROYs, 854, up 19%. Number of heroic ROYs, so that's like the first promotion level, up 19%. Number of royal guards, up 14%. Number of commanders, down 19%. That's not good. We need to get more commanders. Percentage of our players classed as active, which is 1 month previous since previous login or less, has gone up by 1%. It was 41.8, now it's 42.36. So that's good. Keeping in mind we have a 6 month kick policy. So we are a pretty active outfit. Sadly, our average KD has gone from 1 to 0.98, and the average KD for the active players, so that 42% of players, has gone from 1.04 to 1.03. So we definitely need to brainstorm some ideas of how to get that number up. These are the commanders that we have and the languages they speak. So if you ever need to communicate with someone in a language that you prefer, then here is what this might help you. A lot of English speakers, and a few of us are just native English dudes. This is the victory rates of the 3 factions on the Miller server from for the months of February, March, and April. And as you can see, there's a bit of a Vanu issue that we're having. This is the victory rates for the three factions across all servers. This is the top graph. And you can see that Miller, in terms of NC performance, ignoring Genudyne, bit of a dead server, Miller's really bad for the NC. As far as I remember, this second line here, the Miller line. This is what Cobalt looked like when Cobalt was still up, and at that time, the Miller victory rate, if I remember correctly, was a little bit more balanced. And now that they've merged, the Vanu issue that was happening on Cobalt is now a Miller Vanu issue. This is the second graph here. This is the win rate for each faction on the three main servers at different activity levels on the server. So when no one's on, so in the middle of the night, and when everybody's on. And on Miller, when prime time is happening, TR are the best faction. Outside of prime time, either side, Vanu. Medium pop, Vanu. Massively low pop, Vanu. When it's dead, look at these Vanu 3 a.m. jobless scumbags on this 60% here. It's criminal, and we need to do something about it. And this bottom graph's quite interesting. This is the win rate for each faction on the Miller server for each map. So on Indar, we do the worst. On Hossin, TR does the worst. On Amerish, TR does the worst. On Esamir, we do the worst. And on Osha, we do the worst. There's not a single instance of a map being more favourable or more favoured by the TR or the NC. So the last board meeting we did, we announced the outfit night. And this is a bit of a vibe check, like a quick recall discussion about outfit night. I'd say we've done pretty good. We've not missed a single one, except the one that was cancelled due to the server lags before they upgraded the hardware. We've had many bastions. We've had many epic moments. Many airballs have been sent our way. Many Colossus have been tracked across the map and destroyed. Does anyone have any suggestions, ideas, or anything to say about outfit night?
Only one thing, but it's more of a joke. You mean with hardware? You mean the server hamsters?
Oh yeah, the server hamsters were upgraded. Yeah, exactly. Good one.
You're welcome.
Any non-jokes? No? Okay. You're all shit students. You got to ask questions, guys. Come on. Again, any questions?
Hang on.
Okay.
I was going to suggest training, but then that was your next point, but then you just skipped over it. So
No, please, Blip, speak.
yeah, let's do some training.
Let's do some training. What would we do?
I would like to see some like cohesion training. So like where people are like covering each other and supporting each other like on a sort of individual soldier level.
Do we try this in an actual live fight? Or do we go to a empty part of the map and drill people?
Could do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
You know, you could just do like I don't know, like 10 or 15 minutes of like prep where we kind of go through what we want to do and then go and put it in practice.
It's a great idea. I've never been trained and I've never trained, so I'm not sure about my ability to give this training. But I want it to happen. I think it's an awesome idea.
I don't know if I could do it by myself, but I did go through training with an old outfit 5-6 years ago, so I've at least experienced being trained once.
What kind of things did you experience in that?
It was pretty much what he suggested. You take about 10 minutes. You'll have a few people who have a lot of experience with the game. Quite often you take, what was it, the more common and room types that you've got.
Yeah.
So the L-shaped buildings, give them designations and kind of run through how you want to take those. Say you want to drop on certain door on an L-shaped building. push through, just going with the obvious stuff, making sure everybody's got it. The heavies or the maxes go first, with medics and NGs staying behind them, an infill throwing down a whatever sensor device they prefer around, and just going through that on a few of the more generic buildings and point holds.
That's a good idea.
That's one of the big things that we did a lot. God, there's many.
Right, that's something we might do then. We should I need to find the literature on what are the common names. Maybe Blip knows it, maybe you know it, maybe other people know it.
I can't find.
We'll get it. I'll find the document.
I think they're pinned. I think I posted them a while ago. I think they're pinned in one of the channels.
Okay, well, I'll find those again, and maybe on next outfit night or the one after, we focus on infantry and cohesion, but we start with 15 minutes at an empty base, reminding people of location names, door names. That sounds pretty good. That sounds like a great idea.
If I remember correctly, then we have then we can mostly use the bases at the back lines.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
A bit more further away from the front.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great idea.
Of course, you still have to keep an eye out on the map if some of the bigger archers of the enemy decide to make a sudden quick push.
Or if somebody watches my stream and decides to drop 4 squads on us at the back of the map. That could happen easily. That would be fun though. Yeah, the last slide is just more questions. How can we improve our KD? What improvements can be made to the outfit? How would someone become commander? Other common questions are like, how do I unmute someone? How do I control people's volumes? We get a lot of that.
I actually have this a lot when someone's talking about outfit chat.
Outfit chat is very, very temperamental. Very on and off. Yeah.
One other thing I'd say actually for in line with the training thing, I just had a quick look. I'm not sure if I'm missing it in our Discord server or not. Is creating and pinning somewhere a spreadsheet or something with just generic advisory. This is the base loadout for each class you want before you start personalizing things.
Yeah.
Just for new people or people who are returning and don't know what's actually doing well right now and what isn't.
Okay.
It's like I've come back and I've had the whole nano weave's useless now basically.
Right, yeah, the meta's changed, right. Okay. We did have an old document like that, but then someone told us that it was outdated, so we got rid of it. But maybe we could post some suggested classes. That's a good idea as well. Anyone else wanna say anything? No? Well, okay. Sorry, go on.
I missed it for a second, but I think like loadouts that people could new players.
Yeah, definitely.
So they know what to spend their certs on, and maybe for vehicles, some basic things like how to set up a repair Sunday and tell them to work on unlocking the trawlers and what armor to use and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
There's so much stuff to unlock. When I started playing, I was constantly looking up what's the best thing to be using and what should I be unlocking and spending my certs on.
Yeah, we could make a suggested loadout, maybe 2 or 3 for each class based on what they want to do, and then we could also give in that document some guidance as to what to spend the certs on. Upgrade the medic tool before buying 5 new carbines, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, upgrade a medic tool first thing. Easiest way to get certs.
Medic and engineer pistol. Those are important.
And the repair tool.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right, that's been productive. I like it. That's it. Quick and simple. We'll do it again in 3 months.
Woo!
Woo! Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for being here, guys. Ovation. And I'll see you in game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Right.
See you.